bat, leading 4-1. Let me go back to those track results very quickly, so I want to correct a couple things. Girls 200-meter dash, Peyton Johnson won that. She's a sophomore from Peebles. Lydia Kettner finished in second. Both of those qualifying go to regions. Ashla Staten from West Union finished sixth, and Taylor Ralston finished seventh. She's from Manchester. In the girls 400-meter dash, Lydia Kettner finished first in that. The White Oak lady will go to region, and then Hallie Haynes from Fairfield will finish third and will qualify as well. Kirsten Campbell from North Adams finished third. Kirsten, a sophomore. First two pitches are in. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, we are, for those of you listening, we are now back on the air. We hope it's everything okay. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back on the air on Good Guys Radio TV. Just go to GoodGuysRadioTV.com. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. As Wind the pitch misses inside. And with the count even at 2-2. On deck is Jace Copley, the catcher. Now, Landon Jones hit a double to left field for an RBI and was stranded in that second inning. Valley scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third. We're in the bottom of the fourth. And he walks him. That'll put the leadoff batter on for Jace Copley, the catcher, to come to the plate. Big thanks to season sponsors again. Barry's Chevrolet Buick in West Union, Southern State Community College, and Sherwood Auto Camper Sales. Throw back over to first, and the runner is back. Copley hit a ground ball to the second baseman for an out in the second inning. Cloudy but not raining. We're hoping it'll hold off, as that's a hard hit ball to right field, but Larrick should have it. He does. The runner will have to go back to first. Remember, this is a doubleheader. Our second game up, it'll be White Oak taking on South Webster. We'll be on the air with that at about 6:40. Projected game time is 7. You might keep checking in. Might go a little bit earlier, and the pitch gets past the catcher, and the runner will advance. That'll be a wild pitch. One ball, no strikes. Every time we have a strikeout, by the way, it's brought to you by Max Sells Real Estate. Don't strike out on your next real estate deal. Choose Max Sells Real Estate. And, of course, thanks to Ron Lynch. Ron Lynch supported us all basketball and, of course, here during baseball. Ron Lynch, he's the financial advisor at Edward Jones Investments in Maysville. He sponsors our Between the Baseline show. We certainly appreciate that. As pitch high and in. One ball and 2 strikes now on Colt Buckle. He's a right-handed batter. It's ground ball to the third baseman. He'll look the runner back. The throw will go to first. And on the play, the runner at second will advance. But now there's 2 down. That'll bring Jakin Wright out to the plate. Jakin is 1 for 2. Hit a single to center field, moved over to a wild pitch and scored a run in the third. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. And it's a foul ball down the right field side, on the first base side. Strike 2. We have people coming in now, the press box. This has been a crazy afternoon, folks. Not for you guys, but you folks out there, fortunately, you just sit back and relax. But as we've had people all over the press box and in and out. Good crowd here, by the way. Looks like a little challenging rain. I don't know what else we're going to have here, but you know what? We're going to have a ball game. We're going to have fun. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right out. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Indians are out. We move to the top of the 5th. Fairfield bats trailing 4-1. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV.
Got you.
The easiest way to give your home or business a new look is with new flooring from the Carpet Outlet. Locally owned and operated since 1979, the Carpet Outlet stocks thousands of colors and styles from all the major manufacturers of carpet, hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl tile, and laminate flooring. For top quality flooring at prices that'll floor you, visit the Carpet Outlet on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio. Or check them out on Facebook by searching Winchester Carpet Outlet.
Military families often sacrifice precious time away from loved ones while serving our country.
We were worried that with him leaving, that she would lose those connections with her dad.
Some of life's best moments happen between parents, children, and the pages of a good book. United Through Reading provides that connection. And now, United Through Reading is also available to veterans. Learn more about United Through Reading at unitedthroughreading.org.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
We return to action. Wyatt Collins come to the plate, one down as Owen Larrick hits the first ball. Ground ball to the third baseman for an easy out, routine out. We've had a lot of first pitch outs. That rarely happens. As I said, folks, it must be something full moon or something going on here. First pitch curveball, strike one to Wyatt Collins. Wyatt was a strikeout victim for the third out in the second inning. The wind and the pitch, and called strike two. Phil Porter's behind the plate. Pete Tanapal is the first base umpire. John Blanton, the third base umpire. Gets through the pitcher. Second baseman Collins will play it. He throws it to first. Two down. That quickly. Fairfield has two outs. That'll bring the leadoff batter, though, Dow Moon to the plate. For Fairfield, center fielder number 9, Dow Moon. Dow had an infield single the first inning, but was forced. Had a ground out for the first out in the second inning. And it's a little ground ball into left field for a base hit. And Fairfield's in business. There we go. That'll get things going. For Valley, by the way, George Arnett is on the mound. Jace Copley behind the plate. Landon Jones is at first. Colt Buckle is at second. Tate Queen is at third. Jake and Rideout is at shortstop. And that pitch, ball one. In the outfield, Chase Morrow in left, Carter Nickel in center, and Hunter Edwards in right. And now the pitch again, and misses high and out. The count now 2-0. And again the pitch, curveball, strike one. Caught the top edge of the zone. Scoreboard update brought to you by Higgins Steel Roofing and Custom Siding in Hillsboro. And it's a fly ball to right field. Edwards is there. He'll make the catch. That'll be the third out of the inning. We move to the top of the sixth. Valley leading by 3, 4-1. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV.
Our mission is to educate, inspire, and honor.
This is the sound of honor roaring. This is the sound of a generation rising above.
We want to be involved in the education of young people so that they can take the stories that our pilots tell and realize their own dreams.
The Commemorative Air Force honors the heroes of yesterday while educating and inspiring the heroes of tomorrow. You can learn more at soundsofhistory.org.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on U.S. Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
One.
We move to the top of the 5th inning as Valley will send Chase Morrow, Tate Queen, and George Arnett to the plate in that order. That's the number 2, 3, and 4 batters. In a game in which they lead 4-1. Checking a couple more of those track results. In the girls' 800-meter run, Faith Donnelly finished second. She's a sophomore at Leesburg Fairfield. Adeline Schubert, a senior at West Union, finished 4th, both of them qualifying for the region. In the 1,600-meter race, it was Mila Toole finishing 1st. And Adeline Schubert, Madeline, a senior from North Adams, and Adeline Schubert, a senior from West Union, finishing 4th. They both again qualify. And I'm sure I'm going to miss some, but I'll go ahead and mention I know Adeline Schubert set some school records on to be at the meet. And the second pitch is in, strike, and the count goes 1-1. And it bears mentioning she missed her graduation to participate in the meet. And of course, some people say, well, you know, you should or you shouldn't. I don't know about that. You know, her dedication, she'd worked really hard to make it to the district. And of course, by participating in the district meet, she qualified to go to region. And pretty good stuff. You got dedication and discipline some of these kids have. Congratulations to all of them for all the participation. Just thought I'd mention that as a side note, though. The 3,200-meter race, Mila Toole again. She finished 1st from North Adams, and then Samantha Seas finished 2nd. She's from Peebles. And called strike 3, and Chase Morrow is down for the first out of the inning. And then Katie Seas finished 4th, both of them from Peebles. That was in the 3,200-meter run. Try to give you some more of those as the afternoon continues. Back to action here, though, at Paint Stadium. Standing in is Tate Queen. First pitch, high and in, ball 1. Tate hit a ground ball to the shortstop as he hit into a double play in the first inning. He walked and was forced in the 3rd. 2 balls and no strikes now. As the pitch by Fouch. Curveball, strike 1. And the 3rd and 4th batters here, this is the 3rd time that Fouch has seen them. A ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Nice play by Miller. He'll throw it to first. 2 down. That'll bring George Arnett, the pitcher, to the plate. Let me finish that thought. It's the 2nd and 3rd batters. It's like Fouch is trying to pitch around them a little bit. That is a strategy, not unusual. As first pitch is in, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. I'm Don Bowles, along with Mr. Ben Rothwell, our audio producer, our producer-director for our TV production, Mr. Corey Cutler. And called strike 1, evens the count at 1-1. Strike 2 makes it 1-2. Fairfield will have 2 more shots at Valley. They're trailing 4-1 here. The winner moves on to play June 2nd at Lancaster High School. 2-2 the count, and the pitch, and a line shot into left. That'll drop for a base hit. Safe at first is Arnett. And Chris Queen, the DH, will come to the plate. Now, Chris hit a single to right field and scored a run the 2nd. Reached on a fielder's choice and was stranded in the 3rd. We're in the 5th inning of a 7-inning ball game. They throw over to first. Arnett is back. Adams County Fair is set for July 10th through the 16th. Don't miss any of the fun and festivities, including Little Texas in concert on Tuesday, July 12th. We'll have live updates for you each and every day. And the pitch is in, the ground ball to the second baseman. Collins does a nice job keeping it in front of him and gets the out. Good recovery, Wyatt Collins. 4 up, 3 down, they strand one. Fairfield brings the bats to the plate in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 4-1 here on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Yeah, it's you.
Getting fit? That's easy. Oh, I got this. Oh, this is ridiculous. My Kasasa checking was easier than this.
With a Kasasa checking account, you get rewards. For having a checking account, it's that easy.
I think I pulled a hammy.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. What makes the food from Snappy Tomato so good? 2 words, fresh ingredients. Fresh dough, cheese, tomato sauce, plus high-grade meats, produce, and seasonings come together to prepare Snappy's full menu, fresh every day. Pizza, pasta, salad, hoagies, each handcrafted by dedicated cooks who understand quality ingredients are the star. Visit SnappyTomato.com for the location near you. Lunch, dinner, or late night, Snappy has the ingredients to remind you fresh tastes best. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We move now to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Gabe Fouch, Cade Miller, and Hunter Burns in that order for the Fairfield Lions. They trail 4-1. Need to get something started here. This was a good inning for them. First time these two teams played April 23rd, as Fairfield scored 4 runs. We'll see if they can do a repeat of that. And that first pitch catches the outside edge, strike 1. Fouch is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the first inning and was a strikeout victim in the 3rd. Cade Miller up next, followed by Hunter Burns and many more, we hope. Join us for the Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. That pitch misses out for a ball. That'll follow our ball game. We'll talk to Coach Kyle Zimmerman. And a little foul back to make it 1-2. Second game today, it'll be on the air at about 6:40, 6:45, depending on what time the umpires want to get everything organized. And it'll be White Oak taking on South Webster, the Jeeps from South Webster. Whoever wins here today moves on to region. As a foul back. Now the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cade Miller, as I said, the third baseman on deck. It's a very young team, this Fairfield Ball Club. They only have 1 senior that starts, and that's starting today, and that's Jacob Morgan, excuse me. And that's called strike 3. That'll be the first out of the inning. That's the 4th strikeout recorded by Arnett. Fouch, the pitcher on record, can come to the plate here and get things going. Excuse me, Cade Miller, that was Fouch. Cade Miller, the third baseman, hit a fly ball to right field for the second out in the first inning. Had a fly ball to the second baseman for the first out in the 4th. As the wind the pitch now, and it's foul down the first base line, strike 1. Shack Baseball brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza and West Shun Seaman. A fly ball in foul territory in the first baseline. Jones is over. He'll make the play. 2 down. As well as Willie and Son Trucking, south of Leesburg, north of Hillsboro. First State Bank, Baxla Tractor Sales. We also will remember Sherwood Auto and Camper Sales, along with Southern State Community College and Barry's Chevrolet Buick. That's a fly ball to center field. It'll drop for a base hit. And Fairfield has things organized as Hunter Burns on first, with Noah Allring, the first baseman, to come to the plate. George Arnett has a very good game going, but it's not like Fairfield hasn't hit. They've gotten a few hits. They just can't string them together. And that's, of course, the job of a good pitcher. That's the 4th hit given up here by Arnett. Very nice pitcher. Does a nice job spotting the baseball, keeping the batters off balance. And obviously with a very good season going for them. Only losses to 2 Division III teams and a Division I team. And it's a little fly ball short into left field, and the left fielder Morrow will make the play. 4 up, 3 down. Fairfield strands another one. We're back after this on the Shack Sports Radio TV network.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. What makes the food from Snappy Tomato so good? 2 words, fresh ingredients. Fresh dough, cheese, tomato sauce, plus high-grade meats, produce, and seasonings come together to prepare Snappy's full menu, fresh every day. Pizza, pasta, salad, hoagies, each handcrafted by dedicated cooks who understand quality ingredients are the star. Visit SnappyTomato.com for the location near you. Lunch, dinner, or late night, Snappy has the ingredients to remind you fresh tastes best.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
It's new. It's exciting. It's TV for our local area. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Live TV coverage of high school sports. Live TV coverage of local fairs and festivals. Live TV for our local area and on-demand video when you want it. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. And batting will be Hunter Edwards, Landon Jones, and Jace Copley in that order for the Valley Indians. Now, the winners of these 2 games, the winner of this first game and the second game we play, will not meet each other until the regional finals. But should Fairfield win here, it is conceptual that White Oak and they could meet each other in the regional finals. Wouldn't that be cool? Edwards comes to plate having walked once and scored a run. Flew out to right field in the 3rd. He's a left-handed batter. Pitch now and high and out, ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And remember, if you're not familiar with it, high school baseball will play only 7 innings. So Fairfield only has one more opportunity to tie in or go ahead in this game. I was talking about the weather. Don't depend on the city's forecast. Get local weather for our area all day, every day, right here on Good Guys Radio TV. And again, every time we have a strikeout, it's brought to you by Max Sells Real Estate. Don't strike out on your next real estate deal. Choose Max Sells Real Estate. And he'll hit the batter. And again, the leadoff runner, batter is on base. John Woods Insurance sponsors our home runs throughout our games here in baseball. The season beginning to wind down. State finals, by the way, won't be until the 2nd week of June. Should we come away with a winner here, we'll have about a week and a half off. Pretty good sized break moving into regionals. Throw back over to first. And the runner is back. Stolen bases, by the way, were sponsored by the Dickey Group Realty. We appreciate their support as well. It's a little foul ball in front of the plate, or to the side of the plate. Oh, 0-2 now on Landon Jones. Runner on first. On deck is Jace Copley. Now Jones is 1 for 1 with a double to left field, an RBI, and he was stranded in the 2nd. As he's a strikeout victim now for the first out of the inning. And that brings Jace Copley, the catcher, to the plate. Copley 0 for 2. Had a ground out in to second in the 2nd inning. Fly out to right field for the first out in the 4th inning. First pitch, strike 1. In the 7th inning, it'll be Landry Hatton, Owen Larrick, and Wyatt Collins in that order for Fairfield. And pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. And it gets strike three, but it gets away from the catcher. That's not strike three anyway, that's strike two. No, it is strike three, I was going to say. That's the second out of the inning. Started signaling like he was supposed to come back to the plate. They weren't signaling that, they were signaling come back to the dugout. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch batter. And that will be as Levi Stewart will stand in. He'll bat for Colt Buckle. And right off the bat, he gets ahead in the count 2-0. Runner on first base. Valley ahead 4-1. And that pitch outside, strike one. And again, the pitch and a swing and a miss, strike two. Quick the pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. That'll end the inning. We move to the seventh. Fairfield bats, trailing 4-1. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV.
Got you.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
For incredible sales and service, Baxler Tractor is the name to know, and for the ultimate tractor, Kubota is the name to trust. Kubota's compact tractors and zero-turn mowers have been engineered from the ground up to deliver top quality.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor. Barry Chevrolet Buick, your best deal dealer.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland. The McFarland family has been in the car business for over 70 years. That's 4 generations of our family serving yours. And we're honored that you continue to put your trust in us. Barry Chevrolet Buick, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
Barry Chevrolet Buick, your best deal dealer.
We come back, ladies and gentlemen. Fairfield will bat trailing 4-1 in the ball game as Landry Hatton, Owen Lyric, and Wyatt Collins will come to the plate. And again, in high school baseball, we only play 7 innings. So Fairfield needs to get it together here now. And Landry Hatton swings and misses the first pitch, strike one. Landry is 0 for 2, but reached on an error and was stranded as foul back, out of play. Was stranded in that second inning. Fairfield has stranded 4 runners so far in the ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 3, but that'll be an out. Landry Hatton ran down to first base as he should, but that was an out. The catcher held on to the baseball. Owen Lyric, the right fielder, stands in now. He's 0 for 2. Adams County Regional Medical Center coaches comment show follows our ball game. We'll talk to Coach Kyle Zimmerman. That's a fly ball to right field as the right fielder is in. Edwards makes the catch, and now we're down to the Lions' final out.
Number 24, Elijah Humphreys.
And we'll have a pinch hitter, Elijah Humphrey, will pinch bat now here. And first pitch is in, strike one. Second pitch, a ground ball to the third baseman. Queen will have to hurry. He throws it to first, overthrows the first baseman, and the runner will be safe at first on an error. Good job, Elijah Humphreys. And Fairfield has things going here. And we're going to have a pinch runner now. For Fairfield. And that'll be we'll have to get that for you in a moment. But leadoff batter Dow Moon at the plate now for the. And it's a ground ball up the middle. The shortstop will play it. He'll second step on the bag, and that's the ball game. Fairfield bows out as Lukesville Valley moves on to win the district championship. They will move on to play in the regional tournament game semifinal on June 2nd. We'll take a quick break. Up next, individual and team stats. We'll also talk to Coach Kyle Zimmerman, our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coach's Comment Show. We will also name our Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburger Player of the Game. But first, this here on Good Guys Radio TV.
The easiest way to give your home or business a new look is with new flooring from the Carpet Outlet. Locally owned and operated since 1979, the Carpet Outlet stocks thousands of colors and styles from all the major manufacturers of carpet, hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl tile, and laminate flooring. For top quality flooring at prices that'll floor you, visit the Carpet Outlet on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio. Or check them out on Facebook by searching Winchester Carpet Outlet.
Military families often sacrifice precious time away from loved ones while serving our country.
We were worried that with him leaving, that she would lose those connections with her dad.
Some of life's best moments happen between parents, children, and the pages of a good book. United Through Reading provides that connection. And now, United Through Reading is also available to veterans. Learn more about United Through Reading at unitedthroughreading.org.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our mission is to educate, inspire, and honor.
This is the sound of honor roaring. This is the sound of a generation rising above.
We want to be involved in the education of young people so that they can take the stories that our pilots tell and realize their own dreams.
The Commemorative Air Force honors the heroes of yesterday while educating and inspiring the heroes of tomorrow. You can learn more at soundsofhistory.org.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. If you happen to have the good fortune to be watching Good Guys Radio TV, which, by the way, is available on Facebook, our Facebook page, as well as our YouTube channel, as well as GoodGuysRadioTV.com, you see the presentation of the runner-up medals, and that's no little item there. That is a cool thing. Very few teams make it to this point. Congratulations to Fairfield Lions. Of course, we don't want them to bow out, but what a nice ball club they have this year. Only one senior starting. Just a nice baseball team, nice season. They finished the season 17-5, and lots of players back and lots of strength back as well next year. And great things in the future for the Fairfield Lions and their ball club. It'll be fun to watch them. Of course, good luck to the Lukesville Valley Indians as they move on. Is the winning pitcher, Mr. George Arnett. He struck out 4, gave up 4 hits. There were 3 errors. They stranded 4, actually stranded 5, and scored 1 run, and that was an unearned run. On the other hand, the losing pitcher, that'll be Gabe Fouch. Gabe struck out 3, walked 3. There was 4 hits. with one error. They stranded 4 and they scored 4. Those runs coming as 2 in the second, 2 in the third, as it was 3 up, 3 down in that first inning. In that second inning, they scored 2 runs on a walk, 2 hits, and they stranded 1. And they started things out with a strikeout. Then there was a hit, a walk, and a hit. A double to left field was a big one. Landon Jones with that double to left field got an RBI. And nonetheless, 2 runs scored. And then in the third inning, Valley scored 2 on 2 walks, a hit. They stranded 1. As they started things off with a single to center field, moving over on a wild pitch, was right out. Then there was a walk, and then another walk as Queen went on to be forced, but a sacrifice fly to left field by Arnett scored the first run, and then the second run was scored when Chris Queen hit a ground ball to the second baseman, and coming in to score was Morrow. So once again, the final score 4-1, and obviously nothing to be ashamed of. Valley, a very, very nice baseball team. They came in here ranked number 1 in the state. They've been ranked first in the state practically the entire season, if not the whole season. They also finished in the Final Four last year. So this team came here with lots of good experience and good sportsmanship. They're all lined up on the side applauding the Fairfield Lions. The second time these two teams played each other, as Fairfield lost to Valley back on April 23rd. The final score 6-4. And here they lose again. The final score 4-1. Again, no shame in what Fairfield did. Good job, Fairfield, as they bow out as the district semifinalists. And the ceremony continues down below us, down in front, and you can watch that. Yet to come, we're going to be talking to Coach Kyle Zimmerman with the Fairfield Lions. And we'll be naming our Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburger Player of the Game. And much more, as remember, this is the first game of a doubleheader. We've got another one yet to come. That'll be White Oak taking on South Webster. But for right now, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this on Good Guys Radio TV.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Getting fit? That's easy. Oh, I got this. Oh, this is ridiculous. My Casasa checking was easier than this.
With a Casasa checking account, you get rewards for having a checking account. It's that easy.
I think I pulled a hammy.
Welcome back. As you can see going on down below us, a jubilant Brooksville Valley Ball Club. Nice baseball team. And they're receiving their championship, district championship medals. And they, again, will move on to play June 2nd. That'll be at Lancaster High School. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us, our second game today will be South Webster versus White Oak, the Wildcats. And should the Wildcats win their game, they would not face Valley until the second game of the region. That'd be for a regional championship, and the winner of that game would move on to the Final Four. That'd be cool. White Oak's been there one time. It'd be nice to see them get there again. Let's take a look now at the individual and team stats for both ball clubs. For Valley, Jake and Rideout was 1 for 3 in the ball game. He had a ground ball to the first baseman for the first out in the first inning. Had a single to center field, moved over a wild pitch and scored a run in the third, and then was a strikeout victim in the fourth. Chase Morrow was 0 for 2 with a walk, but he reached on an error in the first inning, but was forced for the second out. Then he walked and scored a run in the third. He was a strikeout victim for the first out in the fifth. Tate Queen was 0 for 2 as he grounded out into a double play in the first inning, walked and was forced to the third inning, and then was a ground out in the fifth inning. George Arnett, the pitcher, what a nice game he had. He was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice, had a sacrifice to left field, credit with an RBI in the third inning as he drove in the third run of the ball game, and he had a single to left field and was stranded in the fifth. Chris Queen, the DH, was 1 for 3, had a single to left field, scored a run in the second, the first run of the ball game, reached on a fielder's choice and was stranded in the third and grounded out in the fifth. Hunter Edwards was 0 for 1, but hit by a pitch and issued a walk. He was walked and scored the second run of the ball game in the second inning. Flew out in the third inning and then was hit by a pitch and stranded in the sixth. Landon Jones was 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. The only extra base hit in the ball game, had a double to left field for an RBI and was stranded in the second. He walked and was stranded in the fourth and was a strikeout victim in the sixth. Jace Copley was 0 for 3, grounded out once, flew out once, and struck out once. Colt Buckle was 0 for 2. He struck out once and grounded out in the fourth. As a pinch hitter, Levi Stewart struck out once, and that was in the sixth inning. Now, let's take a quick break. We'll be back. I'll have the Fairfield individual team stats, but first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. What makes the food from Snappy Tomato so good? 2 words, fresh ingredients. Fresh dough, cheese, tomato sauce, plus high-grade meats, produce, and seasonings come together to prepare Snappy's full menu, fresh every day. Pizza, pasta, salad, hoagies, each handcrafted by dedicated cooks who understand quality ingredients are the star. Visit SnappyTomato.com for the location near you. Lunch, dinner, or late night, Snappy has the ingredients to remind you fresh tastes best.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
2 or 1.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, and the bad news is it's beginning to rain here. The good news, we have a little bit of time between our next game. The next game won't start until first pitch is at 7 p.m. We'll be on the air at about 6:40, and make sure you rejoin us then. We're not finished here yet. Of course, we still have to have a conversation with Coach Kyle Zimmerman, and we'll name our Wendy's Old-Fashioned Hamburger Player of the Game. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at the Fairfield Lions and their individual and team stats. Dow Moon was 2 for 4 as he had an infield single, but was forced as a leadoff batter in the first inning. Grounded out in the third and then hit a single to left field, was stranded in the fifth, and then grounded out to the shortstop for the third out in the seventh inning. Jacob Morgan was 0 for 3 with an error, reaching on an error as he reached on an error on a ground ball to the shortstop in the first inning. He flew out twice, once to center field and once to right field. Gabe Fouch was 0 for 3, but reached on an error as well in that second inning. There were 2 errors in that second inning, and that was the inning in which Fairfield scored their only run. As Fouch reached on an error and was stranded in the first, struck out in the third, and then struck out in the sixth. Cade Miller was 0 for 3 as he hit fly ball to right field, then a fly out to the second baseman, and a fly out to the first baseman. Hunter Burns was 2 for 3 as he had a fly ball to left field for the third out in the first inning, and then singled twice, once to center field and stranded in the fourth, and once to center field and stranded in the sixth. Noah Allring was 0 for 3 as he hit a fly ball, a little foul ball back behind the plate for the first out in the second inning, and then was a strikeout victim in the fourth, and then hit a fly ball to left field for the third out in the sixth inning. Landry Hatton was 0 for 3, reaching on an error. Reached on an error and was stranded on a ground ball to the shortstop in the second inning, and then hit a ground ball to the pitcher in the fourth, and was a strikeout victim in the seventh. Owen Larrick was 0 for 3 in the ball game. Had a couple of flyouts and a ground out. Wyatt Collins was 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. And then a pinch hitter, Elijah Humphreys, was reached on an error in that seventh inning, was the only base run there in that seventh inning, and reached on an error and was stranded. And we still await the arrival of Kyle Zimmerman. We will take a quick break. We will be back with more after this on Good Guys Radio TV.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. What makes the food from Snappy Tomato so good? 2 words, fresh ingredients. Fresh dough, cheese, tomato sauce, plus high-grade meats, produce, and seasonings come together to prepare Snappy's full menu, fresh every day. Pizza, pasta, salad, hoagies, each handcrafted by dedicated cooks who understand quality ingredients are the star. Visit snappytomato.com for the location near you. Lunch, dinner, or late night, Snappy has the ingredients to remind you fresh tastes best.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
It's new. It's exciting. It's TV for our local area. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Live TV coverage of high school sports. Live TV coverage of local fairs and festivals. Live TV for our local area and on-demand video when you want it. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. That's GoodGuysRadioTV.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
For incredible sales and service, Baxler Tractor is the name to know, and for the ultimate tractor, Kubota is the name to trust. Kubota's compact tractors and zero-turn mowers have been engineered from the ground up to deliver top quality.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor. Barry Chevrolet Buick, your best deal dealer.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland. The McFarland family has been in the car business for over 70 years. That's 4 generations of our family serving yours. And we're honored that you continue to put your trust in us. Barry Chevrolet Buick, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
Barry Chevrolet Buick, your best deal dealer.
The easiest way to give your home or business a new look is with new flooring from the Carpet Outlet. Locally owned and operated since 1979, the Carpet Outlet stocks thousands of colors and styles from all the major manufacturers of carpet, hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl tile, and laminate flooring. For top quality flooring at prices that'll floor you, visit the Carpet Outlet on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio. Or check them out on Facebook by searching Winchester Carpet Outlet.
Valley, when you see them, they're not overpowering, but they get it done, don't they?
They do. That's a good ball club. And Nolan Crabtree, head coach, he has done a fantastic job with them. And, they were better than us today.
Yeah, and, neither team played the cleanest game that's ever been played. But it's more, when you string things together, isn't it?
It is. Gabe Fouch pitched a nice game for us. We gave up a couple walks, and they made us pay for them. And ultimately, looking at the scoreboard, that was the deciding factor in the game today.
Yeah, absolutely, because reality in real traditional offense, there was, only one earned run probably in the ball game, maybe 2?
I would say 1.
Yeah. And the rest of it was either errors or walks,
Right.
and that's unusual. But and again, when you played them the first time, they beat you 6-4. They beat you by 2, and here they beat you by 3. What a rematch that's going to be next year, right?
Oh, well, definitely looking forward to it. Anytime you play better, a better competition, you make yourself better. And Nolan, like I said, Nolan Crabtree and I have got to know each other pretty well. Super guy. He jumped on it when we offered the game next year to him. He jumped all over it, and he wants to play us. And that was a compliment to me and the team as far as I was concerned. When you got guys like him that want to play us, that made us feel good. And, yeah, you look out there today, no errors on the board on our behalf. So,
Right.
What can you say?
Well, and your ball club this season, I don't know if you'd say they overperformed, but I'm not sure anybody really the expectations were to be at district finals here. Your team had a season they should be really proud of.
Well, that's what we just talked about in the dugout. I told them to walk out here with their heads held high because we're a very, very young team, brand new coaching staff. Those boys were throwing a lot of curveballs this year, but we as a group responded, and that got us here, and I'm pretty proud of that, and the boys are too. This stings a little, but they're they're walking out here with a smile on their face.
Well, sometimes that sting helps out the next time, doesn't it? You remember those things, makes you work a little harder. And when you talk about young team, I'll save and talk about the seniors, but first let's talk about that young team. You got the basis for a foundation for a really nice ball club coming back next year.
We do, and Jake and Hunter are going to be sorely missed, not only their on-field performance, but what they do for us off the field and their leadership. However, there's been some guys that we've kind of mentored behind them, and we're going to bring everybody back except those two next year, and I fully anticipate to be right back here again next year.
Well, you mentioned Jacob and Hunter again. I'll talk about them in a second. They're battery mates. You're going to have a spot to fill behind the plate. That's pretty important.
It is.
And Jacob has been your foundation, your pitching, but you've got good pitching coming back, haven't you?
We do. We return everybody except for Jake, and Gabe's going. I'm sure he's more than willing to step into that role and be that leader out there that we need him to be. And as you could tell tonight, sometimes things didn't get right for him, but he had no emotion. He just kept battling through, and he's only a sophomore, so great things are to come for him, and we'll climb on his back along with the others. And like I said, I think we'll be back here again next year.
Jacob Morgan, he's been your go-to guy all year on the mound, hasn't he?
He has. We've tried to rotate him and Gabe. Of course, we got other pitchers, and I don't want to leave them out. But, when it comes to talking about the seniors, Jake, when we needed something done, he would do it. Big at the plate for us, played shortstop, but was willing to do whatever it took. He's willing to bunt. He's willing to sacrifice. He's willing to try to get a hit, steal a base, whatever we needed him to do, he would do it.
And I think personally, a soft spot in my heart for guys that get beat up behind the plate. One of the least appreciated pitchers in the game, positions in the game. The Hunter Burns. What a nice job he's done behind the plate for you.
Oh, definitely, Hunter, and he got stung pretty good tonight.
Yes, he did.
And I could tell.
When you see the umpire carry the ball back out to the pitcher, something's going on with the catcher.
And Hunter is a tough kid, and I could tell it bothered him a little, but he was not about to even let me come out and ask him if he was okay. It was just kind of brushed me off.
Well, that's kind of a thing with catchers,
right?
No, don't come out here, right? But both those kids are going to be missed. But Coach, fun watching your ball club this year.
Oh, it is. It's fun coaching them, and Wyatt Collins, Dow Moon, those guys coming back. They're going to step in, and they'll be big senior leaders for us next year. Noah Allering. We got Cade Miller. We've got Landry Hatton. We got the fundamentals and the talent there, and we'll reload.
We look forward to it.
Don, thank you.
Head coach Kyle Zimmerman joins us here. Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. We'll take one more final quick break. We'll be back. We'll name our Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers Player of the Game, but first this here on Good Guys Radio TV.
Got you.
Okay, let me.
Military families often sacrifice precious time away from loved ones while serving our country.
We were worried that with him leaving, that she would lose those connections with her dad.
Some of life's best moments happen between parents, children, and the pages of a good book. United Through Reading provides that connection. And now, United Through Reading is also available to veterans. Learn more about United Through Reading at unitedthroughreading.org.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our mission is to educate, inspire, and honor.
This is the sound of honor roaring. This is the sound of a generation rising above.
We want to be involved in the education of young
Players
people.
of the game. And, we have a tradition around here that we always honor the seniors at this time, and that's what we're going to do here. Again, it'll be Jacob Morgan and Hunter Burns, the two seniors on the Fairfield Lions team. Jacob Morgan and Hunter Burns. And congratulations on a great season for both those young gentlemen. And, as we always talk about, they're going to go on and support them and represent their community in a lot more important things in sports. But it's good to honor them as baseball athletes here. As, again, they'll be our Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers Player of the Game. Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers on State Route 41 South in West Union. Congratulations, Jacob and Hunter. Good luck on your future and everything you're going to do. We will now take a break. We'll be back on the air at about 6:40, 6:45. Check us out if you would, please. It'll be White Oak taking on South Webster from here at Paint Stadium. Again, for Mr. Ben Rothwell and for Corey Cutler, I'm Don Bowles, wishing you a pleasant good afternoon here on Good Guys Radio TV.
Got you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ben. Talk to you in about an hour. Okay?
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.